start another discussion. Insightful philosophy. I guess this is another volume of the series. I think I have 3 topic discussions, and it's been a while since I've had another one, so I thought today would be the perfect day to do another one because I've been going through some things and I feel that it's very necessary, and I've learned a lot just recently, so I feel the need to really share this. So the topic we're going to be talking about today is, it's a mesh of different things, but it's all within the same realm of problems that many people share, which is anxiety and worrying and suffering. These are things that everyone goes through at least sometime in their life. I think practically every single person. I have chronically, many other people, but it's so crazy that recently I'm going through fits of anxiety and trying to figure out why. And I actually I wrote a paper on anxiety and depression, research paper. And when I was writing it, I never really thought about it. I took an abnormal psych class and we diagnosed people with like anxiety disorder, blah, blah, blah. But I never really thought about it. I never really experienced the symptoms. And I thought that it wasn't me at that time until now. Now I completely realize what's happening. And it is very serious, and so many people go through it. So what is anxiety? So anxiety is the fear or worrying about something in the future that will happen. So you are in a constant state of not dis-ease, but you're not content. You're very skittish, and you have lots of heart palpitations, and you just don't feel good. Anxiety about future events, past events, things that might happen in the future, which is a constant and chronic state of fear. And worrying is part of that thing, and worrying about the future. And then fear is fear of events that have happened in the past that will happen again. And those are the major causes of anxiety. And so many people experience this. I have, and especially about circumstances that you can't control, which are many things, and the only things that we can control in our lives are ourselves and our emotions, and we really can't control exterior circumstances like our jobs or cars or the weather or how other people act or what other people think or what other people say to us. Those are things that we can't control, and when we feel that we're so powerless, we feel powerless against those things, and we focus on the things that we can't control. We create anxiety, fear, and worrying. So recently, yes, not paying attention to the things that I'm in control of, and I've been paying attention to things that I have no power over, and that left me in a constant state of anxiety, just dis-ease, discontent, just my heart was fluttering. I couldn't breathe, and what really helped me get grounded and centered was thinking about all the things that I'm grateful for, and thinking about the things that I can control, which is me, and really being present in that moment. So like feeling like paying attention to how you're breathing, or how your arms feel, or how your face feel, what things smell like, or what things that you actually like to do, things that are fun, past events, things that you can control, which is your emotions, and really tuning into your body and feeling where you are right now. Because when you're in a state of constant anxiety, you are not in the present moment at all. You're either in the past or you're either in the future, worrying about something that might happen, or worrying about something that did happen and the fear of it occurring again, which are leading causes for anxiety, which I experienced, which is absolutely wonderful. And when I say wonderful, I mean that with every bit of sarcasm, because it is not fun, and so many people have been through this, and it is a lot. It's why many people have panic attacks and just post-traumatic stress disorder, and really can't heal from that because they're never living in the moment right now. And it's not a happy life if you're never living in the present moment, because you're always worrying and fear of something that might happen that will probably not even ever happen. And one quote that I read that helped me so much was, where did I read it? I read it in I read it online. I think it was by Paulo Coelho or Deepak Chopra, one of those. But it said the fear of suffering is worse than the actual suffering. When I think about that and I say that to myself, and I find myself in a place where I am worried about the future, worried about the past, and scared of what might happen, I think about that, because when you think about it, I have a 100% record of I'm going batting 1,000 and getting through things, because I'm still here, I'm alive. So every hardship that's come and every bad thing that's happened, I've survived and I've gone through it. And when I'm actually going through those bad things, I'm not too fearful. I gain a sense of serenity and being very calm and very stressful and undesirable situations. I tend to be very calm, and that's putting my trust in God. And the only time I'm really suffering is when I'm worried about suffering. So that's just something to think about. I want to make this clip really quick, and I'll just give you some takeaways for any kind of anxiety or panic attacks or anything. I just want you to know that it is very serious, and it is not something that's fun to live with. And so many people go through it, especially about school or sports or anything, because I personally have been through the same thing. So things that you can do when you're feeling stressed and just very worried about things: tune into the present moment. Maybe try some meditation, or drink some tea, or listen to some very calming music, and focus on the music. Focus on that tea, what it tastes like, how warm it is, how it makes your body feel after you drink it. Or just check in with yourself at the present moment. How are you feeling? What do you smell? What do you see? I don't know, just everything about your body. Just feel everything: your toes, your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your head. Maybe do some yoga where you really tune in to yourself and you really tune in to your body, which is very good, and you feel great after. Another take home is for mental thought, for your mind. So if you find yourself worrying and you really don't have the time or space to do yoga or check in with your body because you're on the go, just really think about the pain of suffering is worse than the actual suffering. And think about the things that you're grateful for and how everything always ends up okay every single time. You know that you'll be taken care of by the universe or God or a higher power or whatever you believe in, that things will be okay. And my last one is to keep this going, to eat healthy, to not have as much caffeine, coffee, and sugar, because the caffeine really affects you, makes you jittery and almost nervous in it. It's like an onset for those panic attacks and anxiety. So lots of tea, calming, anything that's calming. Eat lots of fruits and vegetables and really, really good food, and nourish your body. And that will really help too. Change in diet is also very important for this. So those are my insightful words for today about anxiety and worry. Thanks, guys. See you later.